1,87,318 grade 8 and 9 girl students. During 2018-19, it is proposed to distribute 3,81,142 bicycles under this program. Several policy initiatives like timely promotions, inter-district transfers, on-roadiums, rationalization have been taken to improve teacher service conditions. To provide inclusive, affordable and quality higher education, the government has benchmarked the state universities and colleges with national and international ranking framework. 6 universities have obtained a place in India's top 100 universities, with Andhra University and Sri Venkateswara University finding a place in the top 50. Improved NAC accreditation of 10 state universities and 180 degree colleges is an indication of improvement in the quality parameters in higher education in the state. The arrival of reputed national institutes like the IIT, NIT, IIM, AIMS, IISER, NID, NIDM, and private institutions like VIT, SRM, Centurion, Kriya, XLRI, Amrita to the state has put the higher education scenario in the state to a high pedestal. The efforts to improve quality of education resulted in the surge in standards. 6 universities from the state are in top 100 in NIRF, ranking in India from 0 in 2014. 10 universities out of 16 achieved NAC accreditation, and 10% degree colleges and polytechnics are provided with digital classrooms. Skill upgradation is undertaken through industry-related programs with knowledge partners like Siemens, Dassault Systems, Cisco, and British Council. My government has made collaboration with 2 foreign universities for 75% reduction in fees for students going from AP universities. Strengthening of polytechnics and ITIs in the state is recognized as a key enabler for job creation. Also, skill development is being given adequate focus. It is a matter of pride for the state to be ranked number 1 in the country by the latest Skills India report in terms of employability. Convergence strategy for optimum utilization of funds under the MNREGS for creation of basic rural infrastructure involving 24 line departments is a mainstay of development of rural areas in the state. The status of roads constitutes a significant index of economic well-being of the society. Under the rural road connectivity, 2,666 GPS have been connected with BT roads with an expenditure of 2,599 crore, and my government is planning to provide connectivity to all the remaining 10,755 habitations by 2020. Under the Chandrana Bata, the convergence concept has been used to its best, and 25,553 kilometers internal roads have been covered as CC roads since 2014. In order to facilitate the farmers to transport agriculture produce from the fields to the nearest market facilities, linking of rural roads have been taken from the MNREGA scheme. Another innovation is rural electrification is the Chandrakanti program that ensured LED street lighting in GPS. So far, 21.21 lakh street lights have been converted as LED lights out of 27.52 lakhs, and the remaining will be completed soon. 1,881 million units of electricity worth rupees 1,130 crores will be saved with retrofitting of 28 lakh LED street lights across the state. I am happy to state that the state has got the distinction of having the highest number of LED lights in the country, followed by Gujarat. Using the concept of humanization and convergence backed by digital technology, my government has created a system of 10-star rating for Gram Panchayat to foster competition and to rate the availability of certain infrastructure and saturation of certain welfare provisions. The items considered for rating of GPS are saturation in IHHL's coverage, electricity and gas connections, private tap connections, solid waste management, road connectivity, fiber net connectivity, assured income of rupees 10,000 per month, education and health. All the Gram Panchayats will eventually achieve 10 stars. We are proud that 133 Gram Panchayats of Andhra Pradesh are identified among the 225 most developed panchayats across the country by Rural Development Ministry under the Antyodaya scheme. The Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India, has awarded Andhra Pradesh as the best performing state in the plain category under the National Urban Mission. Government accords highest priority for provision of potable drinking water to the people residing in rural areas of the state. My government has a vision to provide 55 LPCD supply of drinking water to at least 55% HHS by 2019 and all the habitations to be fully covered by 2020. We are also planning to provide 100% household private tap connection with a coverage of 70 LPCD by 2024, including 325 fluoride-affected habitations and 207 chronic kidney disease-affected habitations. Construction of IHHLs attaining the status of ODF for the state and moving on to ODF Plus is a significant achievement of my government. Since 2014, 35.64 lakh IHHLs have been constructed with an expenditure of 4,115.82 crores. The state was declared as ODF in July 2018 and received the Swachha Sarveshan Gramin Award 2018 from a position of just over 30% coverage of IHHLs with no GP declared as ODF in 2014. The state is now moving towards ODF, sustainability and ODF plus activities. Andhra Pradesh is a forerunner in the area of managing waste, both solid and liquid waste. The Zero Waste Panchayat project is taken up to effectively tackle the solid waste generated in villages, and solid waste processing centers are being set up. The vision of the state is to construct 9,000 SWPCs by January 2019. So far, 8,000 centers have been completed. The government is also committed to construct soak pits in GPs with less than 2,000 population and underground drainage in habitation population of more than 2,000. Several other conversion schemes like village parks and avenue plantation, Gokulam and mini Gokulam, mulberry plantation, and silkworm rearing sheds, water harvesting structures are also being taken up in a large scale in rural areas of the state. My government is equally committed to improving urban infrastructure services like water supply, sewerage and solid waste management, street lighting, roads, greenery and urban transport to saturation levels in all ULBs. Under all these initiatives, infrastructure projects worth Rs 4,707 crores are completed and projects worth 68,084 crores are ongoing, and proposed projects worth Rs 33,181 crores are proposed to be taken up in the ULBs. On the sidelines of this development push, my government is making efforts to improve public service delivery by using the latest technologies. E-governance initiatives are taken up in a big way, automating almost all services in ULBs with minimal human touch point. As a part of introduction of contactless, paperless and cashless system in administration, and to improve the service delivery being provided by ULBs, thereby improving transparency and accountability, a unified ERP solution has been developed in all the 110 ULBs with consisting of 21 modules like revenue, expenditure, citizen interface and administration modules. Anytime, anywhere, all that integrated building permission system is automated in all the 110 ULBs. Digital door number plates with unique response code are provided for all the households of 110 ULBs in Andhra Pradesh. The department stood first in various aspects on national level and also won 46 awards in the last 4 years. As an integral part of improving infrastructure in urban areas, my government is planning to add a drinking water capacity of 848 MLD to projects taken up under the Amrit, AIIB and EIIP. It is proposed to add network length of 7,802 kilometers from the committed projects under these schemes. As a part of the sewerage and septage management, my government is planning to add 819 MLD capacity from the ongoing projects. We will also focus on stormwater drains. Regarding road infrastructure in urban areas, we are planning to achieve the required length 23,965 kilometers. On completion of ongoing and proposed works, length of 5,482 kilometers will be added. Waste to energy, biogas compost, C&D waste, biocapping, biomining and FSC projects are taken up. With regard to urban greenery, landscape and beautification works, Amrit and CIIP parks, plantation, government hospitals and national highways, greenery in PMA colonies have been taken up. Taking the development with a human touch concept is to its logical conclusion. My government is providing subsidized hygienic food to the poorer sections of the urban local bodies at an affordable price of ₹5. My government has established more than 160 Anna canteens in 14 municipal corporations and 4 municipalities. While Visakhapatnam, Kakinada, Tirupati and Amaravati are already being developed as smart cities, my government is taking steps to develop Srikakulam, Eluru, Ongole, Nellore, Kurnool and Ananthapuram also as smart cities. My government has recognized that the growth of industrial and service sector is critical for achieving the 13% overall economic growth to create employment and increase per capita income. Andhra Pradesh, with about 58% labor workforce engaged in agriculture and related, which produces about 32% share of GSDP. It is imperative for AP to shift excess labor engaged in agriculture to other sectors of the economy. To shift labor from agriculture, first step is to create low-skill, high-volume jobs, simultaneously in sectors like food processing, basic electronics, apparel, tourism, and related indirect jobs. Share of manufacturing in Andhra Pradesh, 9.6%, is below the national average, 16.7%, and needs to improve to create jobs. The share of service sector in AP is at 44%, is less than the country's 54% services sector share. My government is committed to bring swift transformation in these two growth-driving sectors. Through the single window portal, permissions for 69 services have been made online by integrating 19 departments. The AP Public Service Delivery Guarantee Act 2017 has been enacted where timelines have been stipulated for delivery of public services. Currently, 74 important industrial services across 22 departments are covered.